So in this final part of the Django CRUD Web Application tutorial, we will give an overview of Django Admin. So Django Admin is a built-in feature in Django, and Django provides a ready-to-use user interface for creating CRUD activities as well. We can also use this Django admin interface, which is part of Django, to create CRUD user interface as well. And as mentioned earlier, CRUD is short for create, read, update, and delete. And so far we have created a CRUD application in Django from scratch without using this Django admin. But sometimes we also want to use this Django admin functionality. But typically this Django admin interface is intended for super users and typically not for ordinary users of the application. So if you have some part of the application that you want to create CRUD functionality for, but should not be part of the ordinary application for the ordinary users, but only for the super users or the administrators of the application, you can use this Django admin feature. But in order to use it, you also need to create a user, so that we will go through the different steps and see how we can use this Django admin. But basically, the Django admin is available from this link. So this is the root URL, and then just type /admin in order to get access to the admin interface. So let's see how we can use this Django admin and also to create CRUD functionality for our customer model. So here is our previous company Django Web Application, which this is the home page. We can click here on customers, and then we get access to the CRUD functionality we created earlier. Here we can see or read customers from the database. Here you can create new, update existing one, or delete existing one. But if we enter this URL like this, instead of customer /admin, we get access to the Django admin interface. But here you see we need to get in order to get access to it, we need to enter a username and a password. So the first thing we need to do is to create a username and a password in order to get access. So in order to create a new user, we can use the command prompt or the terminal or the built-in terminal in Visual Studio Code. So basically here I just need to first stop the server by using Ctrl+C in order to get back to the prompt, and then we can use Python manage.py and then create a super user command like this, and then you are asked to specify a username. If you leave blank, I can use this default one, so I just use the default one, in my case Hans-P, but of course for you it will be something else. And then you need to enter an email address. Like this in my case, and then you need to enter a password. So when you enter the password, you will not see the letters, but just click enter when you have created the password, and then you need to re-enter it. And then, depending on your password, you may get this warning that this password is too short, it must contain at least 8 characters, etc. Bypass the password, yes, no. I just don't want to create an advanced password because I'm just creating this test environment. So then I just want to bypass it by typing yes like this. So basically that's it. So now we have created a new super user that we can use in order to get access to this Django admin interface. So basically, to get access to it, you just use this URL, the root path, and then /admin in order to get access to this. And then you need to enter the username. But now we have stopped the development server, so then we just need to restart the server by typing python manage.py run server like this. Now it should be up and running, and then we have access to the customers page, and then /admin in order to get access to the Django Admin interface, and then we can enter the username and password and then click login. And then by default we are able to change groups and users. That's part of the default interface. So for users, you can, here you see the user that we just created. So now instead of creating new users here in the terminal, we can use this admin interface instead in either to change existing users or create new users. So then we have the functionality here for add, in order to add a new user, or we can click on it in order to update an existing user, or we can delete it as well. So basically we have a CRUD functionality for groups and users, which is just built into the Django development framework. So would it be possible to also get the customers inside here using this Django admin? Of course, it's not necessary in our case, because we have already created CRUD functionality for customers where you can retrieve customers, you can create new, update existing, and delete customers. But typically, if we haven't created this CRUD functionality, we would be able to use the Django administration interface as well. So let's see how we can do that. So then we go back to the Visual Studio Code editor. And then we have a Python file here called admin.py, which is this one. And then here you can register your models. So then let's see how we can do that. Then first we need to import it. So then from .model from .models import, and then we have this existing customer model that we have created earlier, like this. And then you see here in models.py we have this existing customer model that we have used when we created this CRUD functionality from scratch. And then we just use admin.site register, and then the name of the model, in our case customer, like this. So now we actually have registered the customer model here in admin.py. And now if you go back to the Django admin interface, click refresh here now, you see we also got access to the customer's customer model here. So then here company is the name of the Django app, and then we have access to the customers here where we can see a list of existing customers. So these are the customers that are shown in the database. We can click here to add new customers, or we can click on one of the existing customers in order to edit them. So let's see if it works or not. So here we have the list of existing customers. So then assume I want to change this Elvis Presley. So then I just find this Elvis Presley here in the list and change it to Elvis 2. Click the save button, and then you see it has been changed to Elvis 2 here. And I can also go back here in our application to see that the data has been changed. You can also open this SQLite Studio, run this query, select all from company_customer, and then you see it has been updated. Or the worst way, we can change it here, click save, and then you see it's updated, and we can go to the admin interface, and then you see it's updated here as well. You can also create new customers here by clicking either this add button here or this one. Test, an email, whatever, something like this. And click save, and we have now created a new customer called test. You can also see it is available here in the list as well. So basically you can use this Django Admin to create CRUD functionality for your Django models like this, but you can also create your own CRUD functionality from scratch, depending if you want the end user to get access to it or not. Typically, if you use this Django Admin, you're stuck with this user interface and this layout, while if you want to create your own CRUD functionality, you can specify and create your own user interface like this. So let's summarize this tutorial. We have created a CRUD application using Django from scratch. Here we have the read functionality, a list of customers from the database. We can click on new customer, and then we get access to this one, where you can enter information about the new customer, click save, and then this list will be updated with the new customer. You can click edit in order to update or edit an existing customer, and we can click delete to delete an existing customer. So that's the CRUD functionality created from scratch. But if you prefer, or in some cases, you can also use this Django Admin to create CRUD functionality for your different models that is part of your Django application. So that's all for now. So good luck with your Django programming and your Django web applications. Thank you and goodbye.